Mm-mm.
It made it worse. And so I would keep going back and forth to prison. I left her with her grandmother, and then I would go to prison and make a decision like I need to separate myself from the gang.
Right.
If I just separate myself from the gang, I can go be a good father.
Right.
And so on the main yard of the prison, I forced my gang to jump me out, and they beat the crap out of me. They stomped me. It was the worst beating I've ever had in my life. It was so bad that the other gangs on the yard had to shout out, "Hey, he's had enough." When I was on the ground, they were kneeing me in the head. And I remember as much physical pain as I was in at that time, emotionally and spiritually, I'd never felt more freedom.
Yeah.
I'd finally done something pivotal in my life, which was separate myself from something that was bad for me.
But that's not easy to do. You're in prison. This is your home. These are your people. And to make that decision and walk alone after having been gang involved, that takes, I mean, like you say, there's the strength that comes in that choice.
But what was crazy was, my gang didn't like it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the other gangs, I felt like they gave me some respect because of the way I went about it. I didn't just go to the officers and say, "Hey,
Move me.
I can't live here anymore. I'm not in the gang." I actually went and faced, I went out the same way I came in. And there's not a lot of people that do that.
Right. Yeah. That's the Manny Lopez that's always willing to push the button.
The detonation button. Yeah.
I'm like, not the sell button.
Yeah, not that.
I know. I remember telling you, I was like, when I went to the jail the first time, I pushed that emergency button so many times. I said, I don't know why they didn't stop me. And he goes, because you were the entertainment.
Yeah, I remember that was one thing they communicated right away.
Yeah, don't push that button. I've done a whole video on not pushing the button. But having gone to prison, here I go to jail and I've got a headache and I get it. I had no experience or background in any of this. And I'm thinking, if I push the button, they'll take me to the hospital and give me a shot for my headache. Nope, they take you to a little tiny cell and life gets a lot worse.
Like, no, not here, princess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now I laugh at myself. But anyway,